Hey, what is up, guys? I haven't made a video in a long time, but this is going to be a pretty big update on the layout and locomotives and rolling stock and a bunch of stuff like that. I'm going to show some new stuff that I got because recently I went to Illinois, I went to Chicago, and we went to the Illinois Railway Museum, and it was it was pretty good. I liked it there. We got to see some of the one of the North Shore Line car traction units running, and a lot of other stuff. And they had the trolley buses running, which was really cool. We got to ride in two of those. And of course, I got this locomotive, and I'll talk about it later, but let's just get right into it. Probably with the layout, so I'm doing a lot of reworking here, and I made it where it doesn't go back here anymore and turn around here. It comes right out here and turns onto this bridge, and there's gonna be a bridge that goes all the way across over to there. I don't know if I showed this in the last video, but I turned around the table. I don't think I showed it in the last video, but I just turned the table and I put, this is where the station is going to be now. So I also took out this track that was going to go out here, and I'm just going to fill it in with some building like this. And the track's just going to go through across there. And I cut out the track that was going and turning into here, and instead of it going and turning in here, it's gonna be a few things over here, like maybe a little turntable for the switchers and everything, but now it's gonna go out here and switch into probably a Y to go to the yard, and over here where there's gonna be the big bridge. Well, going back over here, I'm gonna have 3 holes in the wall, 2 here since there's a stud there, so there's gonna be one here and one here, and then it's gonna be raised. There's gonna be one lower one. This is gonna be the old Missouri Pacific line on Rock Hill Road, and the trolley line also on Rock Hill Road, and it's gonna be basically a 4-track, and it's gonna go along here and turn over there, and there's going to be a Y. The one track the 2 Missouri Pacific tracks coming off the Y are going to go there, and then the trolley line tracks are also going to go somewhere over here, but that's just if you're switching off, but if you're not, then it's going to go over there and be a dead end at another station. This is going to be a station here where this mountain kind of is. Just imagine there's a big table here, and these 2 Missouri Pacific lines are going to come in and switch off into a big industry right here. Think of a table right here with a lumber yard and a ice company. So if we walk over here, we've kind of got the tracks laid out. There's a bunch of stuff in the way because I've been building a bunch of stuff. These are the 2 main lines on the Missouri Pacific that are going to continue. They're going to merge into one on there, and then those tracks that are coming out of the station are going to merge into 2. They're going to merge into 2, and then this one's going to switch off and go into that one. That one's going to switch into that one and be a 1-track main, and then go into a 2-track main to connect to the Missouri Pacific line. And this single line that's coming out from all the way over there is going to come elevated up to here and come up and connect to the elevated system that's going to be all the way through here. And this is kind of where the stub end yard is going to be. So there's going to be these 2 tracks here. Those are going to go to the turntable. It's going to be over here, and then 2 more tracks right here, where there's going to be a bunch of cars. We'll keep the switchers and all the other switching locomotives probably somewhere along the turntable. But I'm kind of only laying a little bit track out because I don't have code 83 switches. I only have code 100 switches, which is kind of a pain in the butt because I can't do that, and I only have code 100 fish plates, and I have code 83 tracks, so it doesn't help at all either. But I put this foam here that levels up to these and levels up to this. So since this is just on the baseboard, it levels up perfectly, and since these are going to have cork board, it levels up perfectly too because it's at an angle. So we have this here. It's all going to be scenic once I lay down the track and everything. So these are all going to merge into a bunch of switches here. This is going to come over here, and that's going to go up there and elevate and connect to that. But it's going to be a switch because the other track is going to go up and along here, and then the other track is going to come through here and connect here. And I should switch back over to here and go to finish the full loop, and that comes from right here. This goes in here. There's kind of some stuff in here. This goes in here, and it goes here to the icing station or some other building that's going to be here. I haven't decided yet. With 2 tracks here that switch into one, go out there. This one switches into here, and there's these 2 tracks, station tracks on this side, and then there's 3 on this side, so that's 5 station tracks in total. And then we're still doing the bridge here with the elevated line. Let's go into new stuff. There's I got tanker car, Virginia hopper, dummy FT in Milwaukee Pacific paint. Where's some other things that I got? Oh, this caboose that's gonna have a Milwaukee Pacific one right there. This diner kit that I got, that's gonna be a Gulf Mobile in Ohio diner once I get everything for it. I got everything in the kit. I just need the trucks and the paint. Got the decals though. Here's the powered FT. I'm working on it right now to give it some backup lights. So that's what that yellow wire is for. So once I get the red lights, I'll connect them to the yellow wire and then to the blue common wire, and we'll have backup lights. I got this reefer kit that I still need to paint. I got this GP30, which is my favorite locomotive, my favorite diesel locomotive, GP30 Illinois Central, which I'm glad that it's 2250 because there's a lot of photos of it. But I am gonna have to, if I want to make it prototypical, I'm gonna have to change the trucks on it, because the trucks that the 2250 had were Alco trucks, because they were off the Gulf Mobile in Ohio Railroad. And then I'm repainting these Virginia ones to be ERED, which is my electrified section of the railroad, which is the Elephant Rock Electrified Division. What else do I got? I'm painting the PA5 into Milwaukee Pacific paint. Got a box car over there being painted in Milwaukee Pacific paint. I've got an F7B being painted in Milwaukee Pacific paint. Working on more bridges and everything for the elevated section. That's pretty much everything that's going on. I'm gonna put if I can, I'm gonna fit a DCC sound decoder in here. I'd really like that, but I still need to find one for a GP30, which is really hard to do. But there's really not a lot of space, so I'm hoping I can fit one in there. I'm thinking I could fit the speaker on one of these, or maybe I could do 2 speakers, have one in the back, one in the front, and then I drilled out the lights on the front. So it's got the 2 headlights, so I drilled out those 2 on the front, and then it's got the backup lights, and I drilled the 2 on the back. So I'm gonna see if I can fit both red and white LEDs inside of those. So when it's going forward in this direction, it's gonna be all white, and it's going to be all red, and then it's going to be white there and red on the back. And then when it goes reverse, it's going to be white over here and red in the front. So I'm hoping that will work, but it's going to be really, really difficult. But it will be worth it because the GP30 is my favorite locomotive, diesel locomotive, and I'm hoping that it can turn out, and I'm hoping that I can actually find some more GP30s, because I love the Illinois Central GP30s. They did a bunch of colors. Especially the Illinois Central Golf GP30s. They did 2 color schemes, and they're beautiful orange. And the second generation one was like an orange with like some gray, bluish color, but it was really nice. I got this at the Illinois Railway Museum, like one of the hobby shops there, and it was $20. And this is a beautiful locomotive. They had a bunch of other like SD model Illinois Central locomotives, and they were really good priced. And I wish I brought money with me because I totally could have got that, but I was glad because that kit there, they have been going on eBay for like $20-$40, and I got it for $5. That wooden kit right there, $5. And I'm so glad. There was a bunch of other stuff there. I wish I could have brought most of my money because I would have bought like everything there. They had some really nice they had a really nice Wabash and a really nice Illinois Central caboose, and I wish I had more money because I would have bought both of those too. But yeah, basically I'm working on GCC code on that, working on the lights on that FT over there, the yard, getting that main line finished. Need another table so I can put but it's going to be a viaduct here, and it's going to go over, and then all these tracks are going to come under the viaduct and turn to connect over there with the big Y. There's going to be a bunch of Ys on this layout, which is perfect because then I can reverse a bunch of freight trains and everything. But I just need that table so I can start building all these bridges and everything. And yeah, so once I get more done, I'll definitely do another update. Oh, I almost forgot one thing. When they were there was a free bin, and in that free bin was this box that just had signal tower on it, but it says Hallmark GP30 lifelike shell, and it's a Hallmark GP38 chassis, and I'm gonna get a new motor for it. It's been a pain in the butt, but only one of this truck has perfect spinning wheels, but this one's been a little hesitant. But basically, I'm going to, if this chassis gets working, I'm gonna get a new motor and put it there, 2 flywheels, and tubed controls, and I'll have one of my friends resin print me a GP38 chassis for it. And I'll put weights in it, and I'll get a DCC decoder, and it will be a really nice GP38, and I'll probably do it in Milwaukee Pacific paint. But there was like these, what does it say, brass wheel casting. It's like for some old railroad cars, 1804 wagon wheel type, I don't know. Just whatever was in there. There's this old motor, which I have a bunch of these, but they're always useful to test and see if they work. I haven't actually tested that one yet. And there was these lights for the back of locomotives, and I'll need this for this GP38. And there's the side frames to the wheels. Like, I have all the parts. Like, this is what the drive shaft that connects both of these together, and this wheel, it turns, if I can get it on there, it turns perfect. Like, the wheels spin perfectly fine on this one, but this one's just being really, really difficult. But again, once I get more of this stuff done, it will definitely be a really big update. So yeah, basically next thing, just table, DCC sound decoder for this, bunch of LED lights. So yeah, I'll give you guys an update once this is changed a little bit. So see you guys in the next video.